Viva!
Viva!
Viva! Mshololo, viva!
Viva!
No, as Mr. Acting Attorney has said, IMETA did not proceed today because it was not enrolled. We are an opposed role. Also on the opposed role, also it's not enrolled. Also on the agent application, it's not enrolled because they did not comply with the rules of the High Court so that IMETA can be ready to be allocated to a judge and be heard today. So it was not heard.
Zuma's affidavit falls flat as Umkhonto weSizwe Party legal showdown collapses in court. What was touted as a political charged courtroom battle featuring former President Jacob Zuma's affidavit fell apart before it could begin on Monday, leaving dozens of Umkhonto weSizwe Party supporters delusioned outside the Mbombela High Court. The much-anticipated urgent counter-application aimed at ousting Umkhonto weSizwe Party provincial convener Mary Phadi from both the party and the Mpumalanga legislature was never heard because it wasn't even enrolled. Phadi's legal representative, Advocate Zandile Mshololo, confirmed the procedural blunder to media and party members outside the court and said the matter is not on the opposed or unopposed roll. It's not even enrolled as an urgent application. They failed to comply with the rules of the High Court and therefore it was not heard. The failed legal action stems from a counter-application filed by Umkhonto weSizwe Party leadership in an ongoing battle to remove Phadi, who was expelled from the party in 2024 but later reinstated by a court order on December 4. At the heart of the conflict is a fiery isiZulu proverb, "Sishaya inja kuphume umnikazi," used by Phadi and interpreted by the party officials as a veiled insult directed at the then Secretary General Floyd Shivambu. Phadi insists the phrase was metaphorical and used within a political context, arguing it's now being weaponized to tarnish her image. Adding fuel to the fire, Zuma filed a sworn affidavit signed and initialed at his Nkandla homestead on May 30th, supporting the Umkhonto weSizwe Party leadership's claims that Phadi's remarks and conduct were divisive and disrespectful to the party structures. Yet in a twist of irony, just 4 days after signing the affidavit, Zuma removed Shivambu from his position in a separate letter, further muddying the political waters. The affidavit forms the cornerstone of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party's now stalled application, which also seeks to compel Mpumalanga Legislature Speaker Lady Masina to remove Phadi from her seat. The party has accused Masina of shielding Phadi due to her alleged ties with the ANC, branding her action as an affront to democracy. Despite the gravity of the allegations, the legal effort came undone after Phadi was only informed of the application late Thursday. She rushed to KwaZulu-Natal on Friday to sign her responding affidavit under Advocate Mshololo's guidance. By Saturday, Phadi had gathered over 50 supporters in a virtual address where she vehemently denied the accusations and said, "I never called that man a dog," referring to Shivambu. The internal chaos within the Umkhonto weSizwe Party continues to deepen, with the party split between factions supporting Phadi and those aligned with Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, who had also laid claim to the provincial convener position. For now, no new court date has been set. The legal fireworks promised by Zuma's affidavit fizzled without ever making it to the bench. Another chapter in the increasingly turbulent tale of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party's internal strife. Mary Phadi also spoke to Newsroom Africa regarding the recent court case involving her leadership status within the party. Phadi reaffirmed her position as the legitimate leader of the Umkhonto weSizwe Party in Mpumalanga, emphasizing that the MK Party is a collective movement and not centered around any one individual. She accused certain individuals of attempting to sow division within the party, stating that the court action against her was baseless and meant to mislead the public, particularly through social media platforms. Phadi also confirmed that she remains in good standing with the Umkhonto weSizwe Party leader Jacob Zuma. She disclosed that she had personally updated the former president about the situation in Mpumalanga, providing him with a detailed file outlining the events. According to her, Zuma acknowledged the internal challenges and offered his support during a 45-minute phone call, instructing her to return and continue working for the party. She even mentioned they took pictures together to demonstrate their unity. When questioned about Busisiwe Mkhwebane, who is currently recognized as the convener for Mpumalanga, Paddy revealed that a high-level meeting took place involving herself, Mkhwebane, Jacob Zuma, and the Umkhonto weSizwe Party head of presidency, Magasela Kamzobe. She stated that Zuma had endorsed a collaborative effort among them, and despite being the rightful convener, she respects the instruction to work as a team. Addressing the issue of factionalism within the party, Paddy acknowledged its presence, particularly citing factions associated with Duduzile Zuma Samputla and former Secretary General Floyd Shivambu. She accused Shivambu of creating confusion in Mpumalanga and denied ever having a relationship or a private meeting with him. Paddy asserted that Shivambu's recent public claims were false and insisted that his actions have shown he never had the party's best interest at heart. What's your take on this one, people? Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.